afternoon, guys. My name is Surya. I'm working for Cognizant past 1 year. And he's my friend Chandradan. He's pursuing his BTech, and he's from Hyderabad. Uh, One of you guys was saying that some UDK game just have built the levels that they are game. We have planned for 3 games, one in Unity, one in UDK, and one is this one. So Unity we were not able to finish it because of the time constraint. 1 month is way too less. One thing that in this we have concentrated on gameplay. To get higher graphics, we have chosen UDK. Coming to this, so as an independent game developers, we follow few principles. Obviously, Rohit and these guys have said many things. Whatever we say will be a very low standard compared to them. But as an independent game developers, we will try to project our mindset how it will be. First of all, what we think is, it is not like how much you struggle to develop a game. It is like how guys will like. Even if you are developing in a 1 day or 1 week, the 1 day game might be better. See, Bloodthirst it took around 1 week for us. But for that UDK, we have struggled for 1 month, but no one liked it. So we are going to develop this game. It was a part of our strategy, so to see which game would be better. So we will be proceeding on developing this game. And one more thing is, you guys know that within 1 month, it is not an easy task to do modeling, write animation sets, do rigging, texturing and everything, and level designing. There are many steps in one. So what we can do is one thing is we can hire a few guys who can develop models. Suppose if I am paying 5,000 or 10,000 for them, instead of that, if I go to an online market, I can get it for $10 or $20. So as an independent game developers, we won't try to hire someone. But one flaw is if we download and use it, there will be many number of users. So the greatest boon for us is we can customize things. So we will change the textures and sort of animation sets and customize as per the requirement of it. So we would like to show a few of our trailers we have showed. Basically, 3 years back I have started gaming. First I have started developing in Java. Right from accessing the video card, graphic card, mouse, keyboard, everything we need to hard coding. That is not an easy task to finish it, so we have shifted to gaming news. As Rohit has said, like after he has worked in Infosys and after 6 o'clock he used to do the thing. Same is the case with me. Till 6 o'clock I will be in office. Come to home at 8 o'clock. And after refreshing, you start working at 11 o'clock. We get a good speak at 11 o'clock. 11 to 2. That is the time to learn.
How many of you know the tool Dark Basic Pro? Well, actually, this game is being developed in Dark Basic Pro itself. How many of you heard of FPS Creator? Basically, many of them do not even consider it as a game engine or a gaming tool. That's the reason I've developed this game in FPS Creator and Dark Basic, because only to show people that when we can use them to design good games. Of course, whatever you have seen is just a week's work. It's not been completed or done anything properly. But what we've actually done is the Dark Basic the levels have been designed in FPS Creator, then imported to Dark Basic, and Dark Basic does not support any of these shaders. So we have to code this shader 2.1 shader model in the Dark Basic, and most of there are a lot of assets used in the game. 70% of the assets have been designed by us, which do not look good. The ones which actually are looking good have been downloaded from the internet or have been bought. But what we have done is every single asset in the game, we have retextured it, and even we have reshaded it. Most of these low quality models, so they do not support any kind of shaders or more complex bone structures. So this is the actually extended trailer of what we have shown you, and this does not have proper shaders, but other than that, this shows the basic gameplay.
We have done these games on behalf of Misplaced Minds, which we are planning to make it as a startup company. So we have already self-published 2 games, self-publishing only. And we are currently developing 2 more games, which we are trying to find a publisher, but if we don't get, we'll self-publish them also.
With the 480 output target sheet.
My main motto is like the reason I have started game design is, I mean, seriously have a doubt. I mean, I don't know if it's a doubt or if it's correct or it's a misconception. Like, you know, people watch horror movies, but the thing with horror movies is, I mean, movies are only one-sided. I mean, we can't interact with them in any way. It's only what the director wants to show. But we get scared. But for a game, it's a two-way interaction. I mean, when we'll have to interact and we'll have to play it, we'll have to be ourselves. It's like, okay, if it supports this virtual reality and all, that's a different, completely, different level. But even in normal games, we'll have to interact, we'll have to see, we cannot anticipate anything. We are playing the role of the player. And then, why aren't these games so scary? I mean, okay, there are a few games which are really scary and really nice. But why aren't the other ones, so scary? Even a lot of people, they get frightened after watching a couple of horror movies, a couple of horror scenes. But why don't people, get scared after playing a game? So that's what we actually wanted to change. I mean, and not just that, the thing we wanted to show with this game is, even if the engine is not really good, if we properly use the game logic, then we can achieve a lot of things. Because whoever knows about this Dark Basic, can understand it. Because Dark Basic does not support dynamic lights, it does not support any flickering lights or moving lights. It does not support any shaders. But they have been added because we basically use Unreal Engine, Unreal UDK, and right now we are using Unreal Engine 4. But so I've seen in a lot of websites, people say which is the best engine to start with, how to start game design and all. And where nobody hears the name Dark Basic anywhere. And even if somebody says Dark Basic, everybody will be like, it's not even a game engine. Nobody cares about it, and they bash it up front. So what we wanted to do is make a nice game with it. Okay, it doesn't matter if the game is nice, if we win a prize or not. I mean, we were not even aware of this when we started it. So we just wanted to prove it to people that okay, even if it may be a bad engine, but if it's programmed properly, if it's used properly, we can create a nice game in it. There are lots of riddles like this. Not just the moving enemies.
We have redeveloped it 6 times.
Lot of interactive objects like switches, the jets and all. It's not just going to be a straightforward game. I mean, you have to think a lot before doing it.